Okay, today's video is going to be about my Suzuki Carry 2003 with an F6 engine in it. I have it in olive drab green, which is a military color, which I served in the military, so I think is pretty cool. But there are some things you need to know about these guys. Number one, the people who sell these things, they're not dishonest. They just don't know. They have guys that work on these things that are, junkyard mechanics. And you find a lot of problems when you get into them. Like this one, for instance. Tie rod ends, missing nuts and bolts in the suspension in the front, lighting issues, and some suspension problems. Things you need to look for when you buy a mini truck is, like I said, check your ball joints, check your tie rod ends, check your rack and pinion steering, check all your lighting, check your exhaust especially. You also need to make sure that you go over the hole underneath of the truck so that you can look for bolts and things that are missing, or stuff that's they put on that's of no use to the truck whatsoever. Those old tires that's on there are going to come off. They're going to get new tires. But the thing is, you got to be cautious about these. You can easily get into one out of your pocket after you purchase $4,000 or $5,000 to make them accessible to drive on the street, which mine is. I've worked out most of the bugs, and it runs good, but you got to check the belts. Last night when I was driving, my belts busted and my truck died. So that's another thing you should look at, the belts. Replace all of that stuff when you get it. You'll just have to do it. As you see, I have a front bumper with a receiver, and I have a rear bumper with a receiver for hitches. My one in the front is going to get a winch. So, word to the wise, and word to those who desire having one of these trucks, I would recommend them to anybody. Just make sure you go through it. Check your steering knuckles from your steering wheel all the way down to the rack and pinion system, because you're liable to find missing bolts and nuts. Make sure everything's good and tight. And check your steering for your suspension. Even if you don't plan to license these, a broken ball joint or a tie rod end when you're going up a hill could cause you to turn and roll over. So that's a danger. So I hope this video is helpful and informative. Please like and subscribe. I'll have more videos about this little truck as time goes on. I'm also going to do videos on, firearms, guitars, music, all kinds of stuff guys like. So would you please hit the subscribe button and the notification bell, and like the video, and I'll be talking to you soon. This is the Redneck Urban Transplant, over and out.